Hey y'all, it's Tia from Work at Home Maiden and Work at Home Millennial, my other channel about living and surviving in this current climate as a work at home parent. It's more about the experience, less about the jobs. Um, and I'm here with a resource that could help us all kind of survive a little bit better, save a little bit of money while things are going on in the government and all this other stuff. I'm not going to get into that, but we're going to get into this. So before I go on, this video will be on both channels. And if you like this kind of content, please go over to Work at Home Millennial on YouTube and subscribe, like all of those other things. These kind of resources will be over there. And then I'll be focusing more on the work at home jobs on the Work at Home Maiden YouTube. All right, so this is localharvest.org. Like I was saying before, there's a lot of stuff going on. There's this whole thing about the eggs being really expensive, and my goodness, they're not lying. I went to the store the other day and I saw eggs for $8 for 12 eggs, and I was like, what? So I was researching ways to, kind of bring the cost down for myself and my small family. And this resource resurfaced for me. I used to use it back in the day, and now I'm going to share it with all of you. LocalHarvest.org. We're going to look a little bit at what they're about. Local Harvest connects people looking for good food with farmers who produce it. Buying local is about enjoying real food grown yourself or purchased from people you trust. It's about developing strong local economies and producing food on a human scale. It's about eating seasonally, practicing the art of cooking, and sitting down to enjoy meals together. It requires ample local and regional producers, processors, and distributors. As we see it, the goal of the local food movement is to create thriving community-based food systems that will make high-quality local food available to everyone. To that end, Local Harvest makes millions of introductions a year. Hear what some of our members have to say. You can look at that there. And we make it easy to find good food, and they really do. So it's really just a search engine. Right here, our directory lists over 40,000 family farms and farmers markets, along with restaurants and grocery stores that feature local food. And local food is less expensive because it's not shipped across the country. And I can go down the street, okay, literally 5 minutes from my house, there is a farm. 10 minutes the other direction, there's a farm. So it cuts out the middleman and all the grocery store inflations and stuff like that. And it's basically you talking to your farmer. You know, I recommend that you guys join their monthly newsletter and check out their online catalog of CSA subscriptions and other products offered. And that's what we're going to do. We're just going to poke around a little bit, and we're going to, just kind of explore it so you can see what I've seen and see if it's a good option for you. So why don't we go ahead and look at just search. You can put in your, nearby city or your zip code or whatever the case may be. Search and it'll pull up farms. You can look at the map and look at the little legend down here. Farms, a lot of farms across Charlotte. Farmers markets, a few of those, less of those. Restaurants, looks like very few of those here that are local. Grocery stores, one or two of those there, and a couple of other ones dotted in there. So let's look down here. According to this, there's 154 different listings for Charlotte, North Carolina. Some of them are near, which is, like Chester, South Carolina. Some of them are, not too far from Charlotte. Halifax, Virginia is kind of far. So it looks like it will give you um, resources that are in the general area, because when you get to Halifax, that's real general there. But There are some that are actually in Charlotte. So if you have, you can't go too far, maybe your car's not working or whatever the case may be, you might find it easier to check out some of the ones that are actually in Charlotte instead of some of the ones that are near around or, in the general area of the state. Um, let's check out Wendy Hill Farm, which is in London, North Carolina. It gives you a little bit of blurb here, and these people do maintain their own listings, so make sure you do your own, research. Don't just pop up at their farm and expect them to serve you. Do a call here, leave them a message. Check out the website. Let's go ahead and check out the website. Just as an example, they've got a nice website. Look at that. Very nice. They've got more information on there, upcoming local deliveries. Yes, yes, this is really cool. And you can look at their store and see what they offer. And not all listings are going to have a website. Not all listings are going to be as organized as this. But most of the ones I've seen are. You can get your meat in bundles and stuff like that, which is probably cheaper, honestly, than going to the store. And if you bought 15 pounds of ground beef from the store instead of getting it from them, definitely probably more expensive than uh, going directly to the farmer instead of going to the store. So going back to the site, farmers markets, let's look at CSAs. Some of these CSAs support EBT and SNAP, so if you still have it, and until it gets cut, if it gets cut, um, maybe use that, get a deep freezer off of Facebook Marketplace for really cheap, a good deep freezer, and start stockpiling, meat in your deep freezer so that you have it for when things, if things continue to go in the direction they're going, then you have a backup, let's say that, or, a stockpile. So, thinking about signing up for a CSA, but want to learn more about the idea before you commit, read on. For over 25 years, community-supported agriculture has become a popular way for consumers to buy local, seasonal food directly from a farmer. Here are the basics. A farmer offers a certain number of shares to the public. Typically, the share consists of a box of vegetables, but other farm products may be included. Excuse me. Interested consumers purchase a share, aka membership or subscription, and in return receive a box, bag, basket of seasonal produce each week throughout the farming season. This arrangement creates several rewards for both the farmer and the consumer. In brief, advantages for the farmer: they get to spend time marketing the food nearly early in the year before their 16-hour days in the field begin, receive payment early in the season, which helps the farmer's cash flow, have an opportunity to get to know people who eat the food they grow. Advantages for consumers: eat ultra fresh food with all the flavor and vitamin benefits, get exposed to new vegetables and new ways of cooking, usually get to visit the farm at least once a season, find that kids typically favor food from their farm, even veggies they've never been known to eat, develop a relationship with the farmer who grows their food, and learn more about how food is grown. Has been a very good experience for me in the past because I exposed my family to foods that they might have never been exposed to. I was exposed to foods that I'd never been exposed to. I discovered that I like arugula. I believe there's one green called Mizuna that I was exposed to that I loved. And it did get me to cook more at home because I didn't want my food to go bad. And I also did make connections with people that were growing the food, and it was a beautiful experience. But unfortunately, in the past I had moved on and disconnected, and now I'm coming back to it because it's definitely, from what I've seen, cheaper than going to the store these days. Corporate greed is taking over. So With that being said, if you don't want a membership, it is a monthly membership that comes out. If you cannot afford that, that's perfectly fine. You can use this resource to go to farmers markets, which these days are accepting EBT more and more. I know some of my followers are on EBT and are looking for ways to make them dollars stretch. So this could be one of those ways. You can also connect again back to the farms and the farmers, but family farm in your area. So to recap, Local Harvest is a good resource for people who are trying to make their dollar stretch, to find eggs that aren't $12 a dozen, and to basically just come back to the center, get into a community, and really just thrive in these times. Okay. So with that being said, thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and I will be posting this video on Work at Home Maiden. I'll be posting it on Work at Home Millennial. And again, resources like this will be going over there on that channel. So you may see a few over here, but if they start disappearing, please know that they're over there on Work at Home Millennial. Thank you guys for watching. I will see you in the next one. Oh, and if you'd like to tip and donate, that information will be down below. Bye for now.